It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Joe Mixon. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Texans and the Vikings. All that
EA
and more.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
Richie James now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Now the man who moved inside the NFC North, the former Packer, Aaron Jones.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Texans have it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
Well, I don't think that stat line.
And they are not in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that wrapped. The ball comes out. The Texans have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Texans. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown catch, number 20 on the year. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with first and 10. The ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose.
To the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's first and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Texans have it. Into space. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And you talk about the perfect first quarter. The offense has been doing their job. Now the defense joins the scoring party. Both sides of the ball contributing to the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is what every coach dreams about, Mike. The opportunity to play complementary football. The offense comes out, they do their part. Now the defense is getting to the scoring mix. When both sides can complement one another and contribute and impact the game to this level, man, that is a recipe for success.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll manage to get to the 33. A tackle there by Will Anderson. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man, that's Collins. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often. And boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A run. It's Jones. Inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On second down, here's McCarthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. A tough spot here. Third and long. McCarthy from the gun here. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Texans have it. Inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a deep hole gets even deeper. This has been one-sided right from the start, and this first half nightmare continues.
In a league, Mike, where we see so many close games and there's such parity, every now and then it just seems one team is just clearly dominant, clearly in control of the game, and so far in this first half, that's what's unfolding in front of us. We'll see if they can get back into it in the second half, but up until this point, this team is in complete control.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Jones now on 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Here we go. Go with their fullback trying to get it. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will add one more onto their big lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Texans have it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's got another one. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. He has come out of the gate smoking. His 3rd touchdown, all in this opening quarter of play. That is about as good a half as you will ever see out of a running back. Greg, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the first half.
And he's been the difference maker, Mike. I mean, I wish I had him on my fantasy team. I mean, this guy has come out with something to prove today. I can't wait to see what he has in store for the second half.
Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans add on to their already sizable lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Texans offense and they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. They'll go right back to Mixon. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss. Last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up 3rd and very long. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Yeah. Marked down at the 6. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mixon. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans stretch things out even further. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Dallas Turner, the rookie, there on the tackle. Throwing on second down, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are able to extend their first quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They motion a receiver right. McCarthy to the air on second down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Oh, a loose football. The Texans have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Will be brought down inside the 25. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll give this to Mixon, running right. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
First down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach.
And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans are going to extend their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's James. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. And that's where the offense will take the field. So now this team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They look to run with Mixon. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. This team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. A hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Running left. It's the problems continuing. He coughed it up again. And the defense has it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice, is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
A run on 1st and goal. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. And with that, NFL history. That's the record. 7 touchdowns in one game. Fairbairn to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On play action, here's now a loose football, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. They'll get this out quickly to Addison. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
This offense just can't buy a 3rd down conversion right now, Mike. And if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL. And so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Mixon. Up the sideline to the 40. Woo! Ho-ho! And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That one taken in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this 1st quarter alone. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans tack on one more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing on, he fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. This is just getting silly at this point. That's his 8th touchdown of this game. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point, they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future? And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
He'll tuck it, and he will get into the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans are going to extend their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The veteran Danico Autry brings him down. Again, it's Jones. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The ball comes out, but this is taken in by a teammate. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. C.J. Stroud. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
That's into the hands of Diggs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. And that last throw not going to account for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's got his man complete to Dell. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. They'll run with Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Stroud. Now he takes off. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give running right. It is Mixon. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal. Now Stroud. And he will take this one across into the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Jones. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run for the first down with Jones. To throw is McCarthy. The ball's out. The Texans have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Can you believe this performance? That is his 9th touchdown of the game. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Okudah. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And he's in. Take Dell. Touchdown, Texans. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Oh, he pumps up the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and There was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Return man steering clear of this one. They're going to mark it down at the 20-yard line. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. Back to throw, Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Houston. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. That touchdown reception number 22 for him this year. Tied for 2nd all-time with Jerry Rice, who did it in 1987. One away from Randy Moss's record of 23 TDs. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Oh, a loose football. And the defense has it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Texans. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans tack on 1 more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Up the middle, here's Jones. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Go ahead and add 1 more on this sick total. His 10th touchdown of the game. It's crazy. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans are going to extend their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Got a man. That's Sherfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. McCarthy to the air on second down. A throw up. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it. First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, Stroud. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he will score. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Jones now on first and 10. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The Texans offense. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Stroud to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. On first down, it's Stroud. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. To throw is Stroud. He's going to run it. Crazy. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. That is caught. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Houston. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. He's got a man open. It's Sherfield. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. Second down and 8. Now a handoff. Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a throw from a hit, and he has lost the football. The Texans have it inside the 40. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a mistake by the young quarterback, and this defense gobbles it up and takes it in for the score.
You know, Mike, unfortunately, this is sometimes just the reality of playing with a rookie quarterback behind center. You're going to get a lot of magic. You're going to get a lot of fun moments, but you're also going to get a little bit of this learning curve, understanding sometimes just it's better to live to play another day. Get the ball out of your hand. Don't take the hit. Don't take the sack. And definitely don't cough up the ball.
Let's go now. Go.
They run straight ahead with Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Texans. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On the give, it's Jones. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And the Texans are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week. And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
Open space to the 35. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans tack on one more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This is Jones. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it once more with Jones. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He fumbled the football. The Texans have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are going to extend their lead. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Christian Harris there on the stop. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Texans have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll put Addison in motion. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings cut into the lead a little bit. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Stephon. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40. They'll go right back to Mixon. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Waterani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. Ooh! Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the ground, it's Mixon. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans tack on one more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that's going to work out just fine. Good kick, well covered, touchdown at the 5. Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Houston. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. The ball comes out, and the defense has it. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and that will lead to a second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are going to extend their lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indy.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through the hot... So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, Stroud. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And they are will catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. Now McCarthy. The ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. Man, a pickup there of 13. 1st down for Houston. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's caught right. Tight end Schultz.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. On 2nd down, Stroud. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Up the middle. Here's, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll put Addison in motion. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. To the left side here, caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again is McCarthy. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They've had things go their way in this one, Greg, and that is in large part thanks to the running game.
And, you know, Mike, I've been pretty clear, and if you want to score in the NFL today, you have to be able to do it through the air. But certain games, when defenses just have no answer for your run game, there's no problem sticking with it. When you can have the production that they've had consistently throughout this entire ball game up to the point, I don't blame them for relying heavily on this run game because right now the defense has...
And he's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's James. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. Our next drive getting ready to start, and we'll let you know what's coming up here later tonight. It is a good one. The Chiefs and Falcons in Atlanta. Second primetime appearance for the Falcons in the last 2 weeks. Then on Monday, a doubleheader comes your way. It's the Jags and the Bills in Orchard Park. The problems continuing. He coughed it up again. And the defense has it. 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stroud. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll put Addison in motion. Oh, a loose football. The Texans have it. After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Uh-oh. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time, they try Pierce. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans tack on one more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jeff Okudah, former 3rd overall pick in the draft. They're on the tackle. Now a handoff. Jones. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Stroud to throw. Now he takes off.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are going to extend their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jones now on 1st and 10. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. On the give. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. On play action. Stroud. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. And with that, NFL history, that's the record. 7 touchdowns in one game. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A run, it's Jones, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Play action now. Now a loose football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always...
He fumbled the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
The visitors' offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. The Texans getting all set to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll push ahead to the 21. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. The Texans offense and the wideout getting set to go. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Mixon. Woo. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Whoa! Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was... So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. That is caught. What a throw. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Ah, the ball's out. The Texans have it. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Pierce. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. Tank Dell. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans tack on one more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's James. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Running left, it's Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. Up the sideline at the 35. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And he's got another one. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans are going to extend their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They run straight ahead with Jones. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll fake the give, and oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
A nice alert play there, Mike, by his teammate to fall on that fumble, but it really just comes down to effort. Coaches preach it on both sides of the ball. The more guys around the ball, the more good things happen, and fortunately for this offense, he recovers the fumble, and they live to continue this drive. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's Jones. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. 3rd and 5. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Texans have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And they will score again. This time it's the defense. And, Greg, this just adds to what has been a one-sided affair from the start.
Yeah, and on a day where it just seems like nothing has gone their way, this fumble return for a touchdown kind of just adds injury to insult. There's days, Mike, where you just don't have your best and the other team has the upper hand, and I think it's pretty clear today is one of those days.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after. Second down and 3. To throw is McCarthy. Oh, a loose football. The Texans have it. Going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This team's offense about ready to take over once more. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is a hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Stroud A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Pierce. And he will score again. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So now this team's offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Stroud gives it to Pierce. Room to run inside the 40. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now a loose football. The Texans have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He fumbled the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. The ball comes out, and the defense has it. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans tack on one more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. On 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Wow. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Stroud. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. They hand it off to Pierce. He'll get the 1st down inside the 15. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's James. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
Stephon Diggs and the rest of the Houston offense set to take over again. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify it. I mean, to have this type of lead in the fourth quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think could be pretty interesting.
Oh, still going. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone yet again. Tank down. Touchdown, Texans. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans are going to extend their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's good for 11 and a first down. Here's McCarthy. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Throwing again is McCarthy. Oh, the ball's out. The Texans have it. He works free, right side. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Now he'll run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Texans have it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And the Texans have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Here's a run. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard, down to the 2. So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
On the quick, right?
Schultz is the motion man. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. One more time, they try Pierce. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. And with that, NFL history. That's the record. 7 touchdowns in one game. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. To throw, it's McCarthy. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Texans have it. Here's Pierce. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Open space inside the 10. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans tack on one more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start. Oh, a loose football. And the defense has it. On 1st down, it's Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tank Dell. Touchdown, Houston. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start, and this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Texans have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. This is just getting silly at this point. That's his 8th touchdown of this game. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans are going to extend their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is McCarthy. Now a loose football. The Texans have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, this looks like he fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They run out of the pistol. It's Pierce. Whoa! Space to run inside the 20. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. Can you believe this performance? That is his 9th touchdown of the game. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are able to extend the lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Now McCarthy. The ball comes out, and the defense has it. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Off he goes. And he's got another one. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. So it's a win here for the Texans. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.